Try that one.
Yeah.
Would you consider that extracurricular?
Doesn't even open.
Literally won't open. I doubt this probably is going to be charged. No, it's not charged.
Okay.
It's fine. We won't worry about it.
You could honestly just say great job.
Yeah. There was just a couple other things that we wanted to fix.
Okay,
but
I'm
it's
just.
okay.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We hope you're able to stay as warm and as dry as possible.
Today, we're going to be talking about mock trial, SBCC orientation,
Prom fundraiser and sports.
so let's get started.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Seth.
This is DP News.
And it
starts
now.
Chargers. Tomorrow, March 22nd, there's an after-prom fundraiser at Kyle's Kitchen. Come in and show the flyer or order online using the promo code PROM23. 20% of the proceeds will be donated towards DP's after-prom.
Attention seniors thinking about Santa Barbara City College for next year. Please report to the cafeteria at the beginning of Period 2 this Thursday. Hear from Student Services and connect with over a dozen resource programs at SBCC. This is a required step in the SBCC enrollment process, and free gifts will be given.
Kicking off your sports recap is softball. They took on crosstown rivals Santa Barbara High yesterday and showed no mercy, shutting them out 17-0. Georgia Miller and Riley Cathcart both had multi-hit games, going for 3 for 3 and 2 for 2. This game adds another win to softball's undefeated league run, which is now at 5-0. Also taking on Santa Barbara, boys golf played them and won 376-400. Teddy Vigna put on a great show, setting the school individual record, shooting 6 under with a final score of 65. Denver Douglas also performed great and only shot a 2-over with a score of 73. Boys golf is also undefeated in league with a record of 3-0. Boys tennis kept up DP's winning performance yesterday, taking on Pacifica and sending them home with a score of 17-1. Kai Kushko, Julian Choi, and Kevin He all swept their single sets. This win improves the Chargers' tennis record to 6-1. Going a little further back in time, track had a meet on Saturday at San Marcos for the Royal Classic invite. Running the mile, Tyler Jamieson and Luigi Korashek placed first and second, running a 4:52 and 4:53. At that pace, is it even faster to drive places? DP boys swept the top 3 places in pole vault, and Sophie Dent set her season record of a 6'6" pole vault, putting her at 3rd in Channel League. Sports playing today are all away, with boys tennis heading down to Ventura and boys volleyball heading down to Pacifica. That's all I have for your sports recap. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Aston. Today's lunch is a Thanksgiving throwback: turkey, mashed potatoes, and gravy.
DPNews' second team that won this weekend won 3rd place in the category Vertical Nat Package. The students in that group were Jules Steele-Smith, Sophia Merritt, and Sophia Pixley. They had 3 hours to film and 3 hours to create a news package with the theme, Take It Outside. Here's a recap of their success this weekend.
Over the weekend at STN, one of our teams competed in the Vertical Nat Package category. A Vertical Nat Package is the vertical form of a video where the story is told using only interviews and sound, no anchors or voiceovers. Our team, Julianne Seal-Smith, Sophia Merritt, and Sophia Pixley won 3rd place for this amazing video.
I was born and raised in Long Beach. It's busy depending on which neighborhood that you go to. Some parts are busy. It's, a little bit more chaotic and crazy with the train. I prefer working outdoors because I feel like there's sun and it's kind of like you get this fresh air, while sometimes when you're in a gym, you're kind of like trapped with a lot of people and it gets kind of musty and gross. I'm working out with my mom today. She lives nearby and she's like, oh, I'll show you the park that I go to when I'm working out like during the weeks. I think working outdoors is a lot better for your mental health. I think the community utilizes the space. People love parks. I think people want a place to hang out that's not like their home.
I would say that the skate park out here in the community, it's a free space. I love coming outside, fresh air, get outside, see a lot of people. And if you're indoors, stuck in an indoor confined area, you're kind of limited. So when you come outdoors, you can go anywhere. You're free to come and go anywhere here. The skate parks are pretty packed around here, Long Beach, all throughout the city. So if you're going to compare it to the community, I'd say it's a staple out here. It's fairly easy to come and go. So I think that's really accessible to the community, whereas if you were to have to go to the gym and the gym's closed, you go too early, you go too late, and then you might be stuck without options. I advise going outside, versus staying inside. Yeah, there's no reason to not get outside.
Great job, guys. Great job, guys. Today is World Down Syndrome Day. Approximately 1 in every 772 babies in the U.S. are born with Down syndrome, according to the National Down Syndrome Society. On March 21st, organizations around the world promote the awareness of people with Down syndrome, sharing information and aid to those interested in learning more. If you would like to learn more about World Down Syndrome Day, you can go to worlddownsyndromeday.org.
Here's a short video featuring the amazing success of our very own mock trial team in the state championship this weekend.
Over the weekend, the mock trial team represented Santa Barbara County in the state finals, taking home 2nd place. Dos Pueblos senior Jacob Molina was named Outstanding Attorney for his amazing performance in the competition.
Jacob.
He's now live with Stephen McElroy in our studio.
Thanks, Aiden. So Jacob, what part of your performance do you think earned you the Outstanding Attorney Award?
Yeah, so it's tough to know exactly what the scorers liked, but I think on the defense closing rounds, it was probably some of the objections that I was able to argue, and then also just putting the trial together in the closing argument, sort of incorporating some interesting stuff that happened throughout.
Cool. So what were some of the challenges your team faced during the competition, and how were you able to overcome them?
So our second day of the competition, Saturday, it was a super hectic day. I had to go 3 rounds. We were up at like 6:30, having to get to the first trial at 8:30, and we were all sort of exhausted by the end. Our last round was the semifinal round, so we sort of just had to pull it all together at the end, make sure we were keeping our energy levels high because we were going against a really good team. And then that night, we learned like 10 o'clock that we made it to the finals, and then we all had to scramble that night. So it was all super chaotic, but we just had to keep ourselves motivated and our energy levels high.
Nice. And what did you learn from this experience that you will carry over to your professional life and your future?
I think we sort of distinguished ourselves in competition just by seeming a lot more real and authentic and composed than a lot of the other teams. Some of the teams we went against, they were really good, but they were also really scripted and performative. And I think just that composure, being able to argue things calmly and believably, and also just communicate and stay composed in the big moments will definitely help us in the future.
Great. Congratulations once again, and thank you for your time. Back to you guys.
Reminder, if you want your club photo in the yearbook, it needs to be turned in today.
Today's clubs are
Lego Club, Writing Center Club, College Advisory Club, Rubik's Cube Club,
Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Fiber Arts Club, Vegan Club, Jazz Club, GSA, Art Club,
Fishing Club, Women in Technology, Writing Tutor Club, Improv Club, Computational Linguistics Club, Tabletop Gaming Club, Local Color, and Anti-Bias Task Force. Speaking of clubs, there will be a guest speaker today at the Fishing Club. Ben Miller, owner of Hook, Line, and Sinker Tackle Shop, is coming to talk about details for an upcoming high school fishing tournament. If that sounds interesting to you, go to room H05 to hear more about it.
Well, that's all for today, Chargers.
Make sure to follow our Instagram at DPNews805.
And
thanks for watching.